This is Shyam Global Radio in partnership with Timber Media, podcasters for India Inc.
You know Melinda French Gates. We all know Melinda French Gates. Well, she once said that optimism isn't a belief that things will automatically get better. It's a conviction that we can make things better. And I think there's a lot of wisdom in that statement because you know what? The onus does lie on us, right? Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Shyam Global Radio with me, Ahalya. And today we're going to be talking about something very nuanced and interesting. That is the concept of an optimistic workplace. You know, when we think of a workplace, it usually conjures up images of cubicles and long rows of desks, right? But these days, especially in the wake of the pandemic, people are wary of offices and workplaces that can look like that. Ones that can be impersonal and tedious. There's an all-encompassing fatigue, I think, with selfishness and indifference that pervades most public spaces. A workplace perceived as cold and unfeeling is now viewed unfavorably, and Gen Z, more than any other, is skeptical about jobs that require them to just hunker down and work. So a pandemic and a changing work landscape taken into account, optimism has turned out to be the mantra of 2022 and will continue to be so in 2023 and I'm sure beyond as well. An important research study by Forbes indicated that optimistic people are, and I quote, 103% more inspired to give their best effort at work. There are many ways you can create an optimistic workplace, from having fun activities to creating a supportive culture. So today we're going to go through some tips that will help you create a more positive environment for your team and increase productivity as well. Always a welcome bonus, right? So one of the most foundational steps in creating an optimistic workplace is to make employees feel valued. People want to feel like they're part of something larger and meaningful. Employees want to feel valued as part of your team because they're the ones who get to come to work every day and do their job. It doesn't mean that you have to spend a ton of time talking to every single person, but it does mean that you should make an effort to show how much you respect and value them. A little bit of attention can go a long way. You can do this by letting team members know that you value their work and their input, and then keep it up. This will help create a more positive work environment. Consistent encouragement can work wonders. And in that vein, you're also going to want to celebrate small. We've heard about the benefits of celebrating small wins in many different contexts, and the same applies for the workplace. Employees want to feel like their efforts are recognized and appreciated because that's what they're working hard for, a win. Small wins can be a great way to celebrate the hard work that goes into a project and into the lives of your team members. You can do this by having a daily meeting to recap the day's accomplishments and milestones while also acknowledging individual contributions. This can also be done with team-building activities such as a daily review of progress on a project or a goal-setting exercise. These small wins will help create a more positive work environment for your team and encourage team members to come to work every day feeling like their efforts are recognized and valued. Here's a kicker: provide ample sick leave. Sick days are a great way to create an accommodating and supportive culture for your team members. You can offer a limited number of days off for illness or accidents, with some policies allowing employees to use up to 5 of their days for specific medical reasons. It's a great way of demonstrating that you care about your employees' health. And let's be honest, if the pandemic taught us anything, it was the importance of good health. Creating a culture of inclusivity and acceptance will help foster a more positive work environment for all employees, which is repaid with loyalty and diligence. And you know what? Here's the interesting thing. Providing ample sick leave is often encouragement enough. It doesn't necessarily mean that all employees will use all of them. Another great way to create an optimistic workplace is to encourage team sports and cultural events. Team building activities may sound cliched and cheesy, but they are a great and short way to get your team together and help them work towards a common purpose. Even if you're not the one organizing the team building event, consider putting together ideas that you can use at home or at work. One of the most important things you can do for your team is take a break. Part of the magic of team building activities is creating a fresh environment every time. On the other hand, disengaged employees tend to lose attachment to their job and the workplace. Popular team-building activities like potlucks and sports, from trivia days or nights to laser tag or even outdoor treks to cultural events, there are plenty of proven ideas that are fantastic at team building. All you have to do is make sure that they're not boring. And another fun activity that you can pay attention to is something like a hackathon. Initiatives like inviting guest speakers and industry experts to come on site and conduct activities where knowledge is shared in an informal or semi-formal atmosphere, like town halls or hackathons. These activities can help engage your team members, increase their knowledge about new technologies, and provide an opportunity for the team to learn and grow together. They can also help your team members communicate more effectively with clients, customers, and most importantly, colleagues. And finally, to wrap it all up, create a sense of pride and belonging. Camaraderie is one of the best ways to boost morale and create a supportive work environment. There are several ways your organization can do this, including holding a company-wide launch event where team members are encouraged to sport their new uniforms and celebrate their success. You can also hold a company-wide dinner where team members are encouraged to socialize and make new connections with one another. One's work environment is a crucial aspect of productivity and happiness amongst the workforce. To create an optimistic workplace, you need to first recognize problems and then choose how to solve them. How is your workplace doing currently? Can it be improved in terms of the work environment, work culture, communication, or any other intangible aspect that can affect the individuals who work there? You'll know when you are part of an optimistic workplace. Team members feel more valued and appreciated, participate enthusiastically in team sports and cultural events, join events like hackathons, and exude a sense of joy and security. And all of these elements only lead to good things. So that's our rundown on some simple ways to create an optimistic workplace on this edition of Sherm Global Radio. I really hope that you've taken something from this conversation. Many more will join you very soon. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, and stay curious. This is Mia Halia signing off. Adios.
This is Sherm Global Radio in partnership with Timber Media, podcasters for India Inc.